Okay. Today I want to talk a little bit about maps and views in the JavaScript API. Now, the way this kind of works is that the maps and the layers are just the data models for the services or the items that you want to view in the browser, right? So you create a map, and that map is going to contain layers. But once you create it, nothing happens. It just doesn't draw. It's available for you to use. You can do things with it. But if you want to show the map on the page, you have to create a view, a map view, or a scene view for 3D. So if we look at something like this here, I've created a feature layer. I have a map. I'm going to go ahead and add this feature layer to my map by adding it to the layers collection. And then what I can do is I can do something like, let's see here. Oops, not what I want to do. No. I can go ahead and do something like a flayer.load, so I can load that layer. That's going to return a promise. At this point, I can now go ahead and do something with the layer. So I can console.log flayer.title. I should see something pop up down here in the console. Yeah, US countries, landscape attributes. Or US counties, landscape attributes, right? So I've got my layer here, and I can actually interact with the layer at this point. I can pull layers from the map. I can start doing queries on them, which is something I'll cover in another video, querying feature layers, and do all kinds of really cool stuff. So if I want to have an application that I don't need to actually see the map, but maybe I want to pull some data from the services that are in the map and do some statistics, feed into some charts, show some tables, and all kinds of other really cool stuff, you can do that without ever having to show the map. Now, if you want to show the map, then you just create a view, and this could be, oops, why keep doing that? This could be a map view, which would be a 2D view, or it could be a scene view, which would be a 3D view. So here's our map view. All right, so everything's in 2D. And because this is I created this from a portal item, it's pulling in the pop-up that was created with the item, which is really useful. So I can go ahead and scroll through that information. If I change this to scene view, and excuse me for not changing the name map view everywhere, and if I do a scene view, I have the exact same data, but now I'm showing it inside of a 3D globe, right? And I can go and zoom in, interact with this map, and do all kinds of really cool stuff with it. If I were doing this in 3D, I'd do a little tilt with the camera and get some other really cool action going on. So the main thing to take away from this is the fact that the maps and the layers are just a data model for the geographic information that you want to interact with. And you don't actually have to view that data if you want to use it. But if you want to view it, then you create a map view. It is that view that's going to be in charge of rendering all of the data, right? It's going to read the layers information for what it should look like, what fields does it need to draw the data, and request all that information from the services so it can actually draw this for you on the map.